guys, welcome back to Elderwood Games. Thomas here, and this week I'm going to talk about my goals for December and how my goals for November went. Starting with my goals for November, as you guys may know from my last goals video, was to finish my Mechanicum for Horus Heresy, at least the points that I had already. And as you saw in a couple videos ago, I did finish those. I've got around 1,300 points. So now I at least have a force to be able to get some like skirmish style level games in. And I have enough that I could probably start learning the ropes with some other people at my shop. So excited for that, and I did enjoy that, and I do think there'll be a cool army piece to kind of go into if I ever just want a quick project to do and knock out like over a weekend or something and that sort of thing. My other goal for November was to get back into posting on my Instagram. My goal was to get at least 2 posts a week, and I was able to do that. I had at least 1 normal post, and then I'd do a story post for the videos. So I hope to continue that going forward and maybe do some more posting of in-progress stuff there. It's been a weird last couple of weeks. I just really haven't had a lot of motivation to kind of work on some of my current projects. I've just been doing some other stuff, got back into a video game that I enjoy, Armored Core 6, if you guys know that or are familiar. Pretty fun game. I just finished my 4th playthrough and I've started my 5th. Trying to get the like 3rd secret ending thing. For whatever reason, around this time of year, I get back into video games, and the bug kind of bit me over the weekend and a little bit last week, so I kind of started piddling around with that, which is fine. It's not necessarily taking me away from anything that I really have to be doing, just kind of giving me another avenue to spend some free time and that sort of thing. So I'm trying not to be too hard on myself, just taking that time doing something a little differently. With that being said, I did accomplish November's goals, and I am glad for that and excited for that. And moving into December, obviously it's gonna be Christmas time. I do have some time off planned with no like stuff to do. So I am excited to have some full bandwidth to work on some projects that are not just Warhammer related, but also just kind of personal life related. Excited to do that, but my official documented goals for December. First off is I really want to get my Space Marines listed to sell. We have some local hubs that I'm planning to use, so I want that to be a goal, so that way I actually do it, because it's been something that's been on my to-do list for quite a while, and the longer I have them, the less it seems like the less likely I am to actually sell them, and I'm not using them. They're serving no purpose, so I would like to get them listed and sold. And then nextly is just to get through some of my backlog. So I kind of spoke a little bit last week about backlogs, piles of shame, piles of motivation, and I want to knock out some of that before the Christmas season, because I know I have some more models coming in. So at the minimum for December, I would like to I have a few crisis suits that I have done, that I have built. So I want to try and get those painted and ready to go. And then I also have a Ravener kill team that I'm painting as the hyper adapted Raveners. So I've got some of the base coating done. I have about half the green done across 3 of the 5. I still have to go in with the pinks and that sort of thing, then do their bases and all that jazz. Not a lot of work, but it is enough to keep me occupied for at least a few hobby days and hobby sessions. So those will be my 2 units that I try and finish before the end of the year. And then I'd like to get some work done on my Chaos Knight as well, but there's some pretty hefty sculpting bits that will really push me to some limits, and while I am excited to do those, I don't want to put necessarily the pressure of this goal on those, because this project is meant to be ready for the next edition, and so I have plenty of time, and because it is such a hefty project, I want to give it time to kind of breathe, I guess is the best way to phrase that, and not like put too many stressors on it. I want it to be something that I enjoy doing, and something that honestly feels kind of like a break to some of the other stuff. So next month I plan to knock out a couple of units and hopefully get a few of my past projects out the door, so that way I can make room for some new stuff and finally get maybe some of this part of my set design figured out with some other boxes and some other stuff as well. But let me know down in the comments below what you plan to do for the month of December to close out 2025. I've got a few more ideas brewing for videos for the rest of the year, so I'm excited to share those with you in the coming weeks. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for your support and your comments and likes. It's been great the past few weeks with how some of the videos are doing, so I really appreciate all that you guys are doing. So I will see you guys in the next one.